Thursday, y'all. How's it going? Welcome, Sequelets? I feel like I might have said that wrong. For Yak, Cathedora, TMK, Zeri, how are you guys doing? For myself, doing pretty good. I got a bit of a tricky situation I'm needing to figure out. I told you guys how I'm going on a short vacation next week to go up to Boston. And I got an email last night saying that my flight, which was scheduled for Thursday, is now on Wednesday evening. And I only booked an Airbnb for Thursday and Friday. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Oh, I know I'll figure something out, but I was like, damn. That sucks that my airline could just make me fly into the city a day earlier than expected. So we're gonna figure that out. I know there's an answer somewhere, so I'm trying not to overthink it too much. For That's Just Like Your Opinion, man, good to see you. How are you doing today? But other than that situation, everything else is good. I heard some recordings from the rehearsal I did yesterday for that new instrumental ensemble that I joined, and I was really happy because I thought it sounded really nice. Do they offer any sort of accommodations for changing your flight? Nope. Oh. I'll figure it out. So yeah. That's a situation happening. Elton, hello, how are you? For Amebi, thank you very much for Risa for 3 months. I really appreciate that. That does give you a priority request. If that's something that you'd like, just let me or Ahmad know, and I'll play you anything from the song list that you'd like. So outside of the travel situation, everything else is going well. I spent this morning programming drums for 2 of the loops, and I'm really excited to test them out and see how it feels. Carl, I don't know about none of that, but I appreciate it all the same. How are you doing today? On the mission I've been on for reworking all of my loops to get them to be of a better quality, I have successfully revamped, I'm gonna say like 70% of them, getting really close to being at a point where I feel like I'm caught up finally. Ever since switching to Ableton from my Boss foot looper, I felt like I was behind and just like barely keeping up. I was at a point where I was making new loop arrangements all the time, but then I didn't feel comfortable making new loop arrangements because I didn't like how my old ones sounded in Ableton. But while it's been a long journey, I'm really pleased with how these songs are sounding now that I've been able to learn more about Ableton and also just get better at looping in my instruments. Man, thank you so much for 15 months. Thank you. That time flew by. That's crazy. Let me know if there's something I can play for you. So, yeah, looking at this list growing is really giving me a lot of motivation. I've been feeling a little stressed with just like trying to categorize all the different things I'm trying to get done and all the projects that I work for in freelance work and teaching. So, what did I do to help me feel better about it? I bought another planner. Of course. I already have one, but I found this other format of one where it's like a flat, just like you rip it off, kind of like a Post-it note, and it's meant to just be a quick write and rip it off thing. And it was $12. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it out. Usually when I get a new one, I'm good at it for a couple months and then it goes out the door. It also doesn't have the dates already marked on it. So, like, if I miss 2 weeks, I don't skip 2 pages and waste a notebook. And I even bought stickers for it. Just that little $8 of happiness. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have like gone through something like that. Like you buy a planner, and then when you miss a couple weeks and you have those blank spots in the planner, it drives you crazy. You're like, oh, look at all this wasted product that I didn't use. Yeah, they're cute. The stickers, it's like bills due or like grocery day, like little dumb things like that. But you know what? I'm living my best organizer life, and I'm hoping it will help me get more things done in a more productive manner. You know, planners are not the be all end all for a lot of people. It doesn't really do much. I'm sure you guys have noticed with like my binders set up that I am someone who quite likes printing and organizing and labeling. It helps calm my scattered mind, so I'm hopeful. Just a list dry erase style, that seems like the most productive. I know a lot of people who just like have a whiteboard hanging in their room without any sort of markings on it. It's just like you can make it any reminder that you need. Grebe, welcome. How are you? Hope you and the little guy are well. Kimchi's doing great. He is currently napping downstairs. I left the door open if he wants to try and come in and say hi. But you guys know the rule with Kimchi. If he goes for cables, gotta kick him out. Little guy's gotta learn. Scat Guy, welcome. Belu, good to see you again. Let's see. I think I'm gonna start with a nice relaxing Kakariko Village today. I had a really good time on stream yesterday. I have my violin lessons on Monday, and I learned a lot about different vibrato techniques and how to switch between different types of it to have more control over the expression I'm trying to express. So I feel like I've been really motivated with my violin playing to try out some new things and hopefully get these pieces sounding better. For Ocarina of Rhyme, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. I'm actually about to do an Ocarina of Time piece right now, so that's perfect. Uriel swooshes in dangling on a cable for Kimchi to nibble on. Please don't. Please swoosh in. I love that part. But man, that kitten, you guys, I love him. But he is crazy sometimes. He's decided within the last 2 days that he needs to figure out how to climb the tall potted plant that I have in my room that I purposely made really tall so he can't chew on the leaves. But he is on a mission. I was trying desperately to just reroute his attention elsewhere, but he was not having it. He just really wants that plant very badly. Celeste, welcome. Xaven, welcome. When he nibbles on the cables, he's distracted and leaves your equipment alone. Oh, you mean for your cables? Okay. That's a fair argument. For this rendition of Kakariko Village, I, of course, will be playing along to a Juke Remix rendition. I play over a handful of their arrangements because I really like them. Make sure to check them out on YouTube if you like what you hear. Abandoned shoulder rest. Come back. I need you. Let's see. That one's always a really relaxing way to start. Hey Dan. Noki, good to see you as well. For today's stream, I did manage to program 2 drum arrangements for 2 of the loops that I thought would really benefit from having some drums. So I'm very excited to try those ones out today. They're really dancey ones. But first things first, I'm gonna just do some video game tracks, maybe some instrumental loops, and then work our way to the loops. I hope everyone's having a nice day. Thank you for spending some time with me. For those lurking, I hope I help your workday go by a bit smoother. And we are gonna keep going on the Zelda train. I would like to do Zelda's Lullaby next. Hey Fermacco, how are you doing today? Juke remix. I'm also having a craving to do my Mega Man loop. I haven't done that for a bit. A rough note in there by me. There we go. For Little Umbrellas lurking while lurking, thank you very much for resub for 2 months now. Please let me know if I can play you something from my song list to say thank you. Also, thank you for Chapit for the follow. I really appreciate that as well. Let's see. I kind of want to do Home Arnie Village next. We'll have like a home theme vibe. Maybe do some like Monster Hunter Generations. Those pieces are really pretty. Let me switch binders here. Here we go. Oh, there is a priority request. Thank you for Cathedora. Of course, Ben. Yes, of course I can play 1,000 Years. Let's do that now. This is one where I feel like I'm so close to playing it exactly how I hear it in my head, but I just can't figure out the last couple elements to it. I know I'll get there. Let's see. 1,000 years. A little bit of coffee. Did my internet cut out for a second? Am I still live? I hope so. Still live. Okay, great. Sometimes on Twitch, like, it will say, welcome to chat after I've already been in chat for a bit. And I'm like, oh no. I really hope that I didn't just get disconnected. I'm not writing in chat because I'm working, but please know that I enjoy your music so very much. Thank you for sharing it with the world. Thank you for listening. For Grigio, thank you. I hope you have a nice work day. Okay. This should all be ready to go. I just need to arm my tracks. Hello, pencils. Chat has been a bit broken recently. They're adding a bunch of features that'll cause random blips like that. Fun. Hi, pencils. How are you? Okay. This will be our first loop of the day. I did do some vocal warm-ups, but my voice usually takes a little bit to get there, so I hope it's ready. Oh. Beep. Have a nice walk, pencils. Hope it's not too hot. Piano time. Welcome in, Jack. Welcome as well. But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. I've died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. J Bear Stuff, thank you for a resub. Let me know if I can play you something. Also, thank you, Sean, for the bits. I like how this song's coming together. I feel comfortable with it. you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. With that one, I try to remind myself not to get too excited with adding too many layers. It's so hard to like stop myself. I'm like, I have more buttons. What if I just filled all of the buttons? But if I do less is more and less more that is very well planned out, then I think it would be more effective. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot with this song, but that was nice. That felt comfortable today. Joe, what's up? Thank you, Ben. Thank you again for the resub for, how long was it? 16 months now? That time has just flown by. It's wild. And thank you, of course, everybody who gives their support to helping me pursue this crazy dream of full-time musicianship. It means the world to me. Oh, man. I talked about it at the beginning of stream, but I got an unfortunate email last night. It is not a happy email. I've been talking to you guys about how I'm really excited to go on a short vacation next week. I'm flying up to Boston and staying 2 days in the city in an Airbnb, and then going to visit my family at the Cape and spend some time with them. I got an email last night at 10 saying that my flight, which was originally for Thursday, has now been pushed to be the night prior, where I'm gonna get into Boston at 11:30 at night. And I was like, I only booked an Airbnb for Thursday and Friday. And to get a hotel for like that I won't even be able to get to until midnight sucks so bad. I'm trying to see if I can make something work, but man, I know there's an answer somewhere, but it's a little stressful. It's crazy how that can happen with flights. Like, I know, the system's obviously way more complicated than I can begin to wrap my head around, and they have reasons for doing things, but it just seems very irresponsible. I was like, could you at least have got me a flight on the day I was intending on traveling? But I'd rather it be earlier than late, I guess. I don't know. It'll work out. Right? I've never had a flight move it to the previous day. That's nuts. Yeah, it's so strange to me. But we'll figure it out. Well, I guess the same thing happened to one of my girlfriends here in Nashville, who also is flying to Boston next week. And she said that they told her her flight was rescheduled for a day later. And so we've been talking to each other like, how are we going to fix this? Can I ask for compensation? They said that they would give me a partial refund. It's just money at the end of the day. I'll figure it out. And if I have to spend some to get, I don't know, maybe I'll look into a hostel or something. I'll figure it out. Let's see. For One Never Forgets, welcome. Yelling at Clouds, good to see you. Hendry. Well, if I take the refund, then I can't take the flight, I believe. So dumb. Alrighty. I forgot I had this piece, so let's do this one. It's from Skyrim. It's called A Winter's Tale. I was originally going to play over the original track, but the original track is out of tune. it's not tuned at 440, so when I tried to play violin over it, it sounded awful. But then I was like, you know what, I'll just make a loop out of it, it's fine. I pre-recorded the guitar to help it move along, and I'm just gonna do a really simple violin folk moment. I added this one to the song list because I wanted something that had like a pub tavern feel. Cathedora. My savior. No, I'm talking to a couple people right now that might be able to house me. But they're also not in ideal situations, so I'm trying to, again, just figure it out. Okay. I should just go to Berkeley and see all the college students standing outside smoking their cigarettes and be like, hey, I'll buy you a pack. Let me sleep on your door floor, please. That whole front of the school was always covered with people smoking. A Winter's Tale. I'll figure it out for Chimera. I was saying how, my vacation next week, I got an email late last night from my flight saying that they changed my flight to the day prior. And I booked an Airbnb for the days I originally booked the flight. So now I'm like, what am I going to do? But I'll figure it out. These things always work out. That was fun. I haven't done that for a while. The little tambourine tapping, I thought, added a nice vibe to it. I'll have to remember that for more like kind of soft acoustic fiddly pieces. I think that'll be nice. For Citadel, it's so impressive to watch people play music. I wish I had the talent to perform so many different instruments like this. I will say, I do think talent's like a little bit of it, milady, but it's mostly being really freaking stubborn. I think that's how I learned how to play instruments. It was because I was so freaking stubborn. I was like, I need to do this. Like it didn't feel like there was like another option to not play music. For Rutherford, thank you. That was a piece from Skyrim. I was looking for kind of pub tavern pieces to add to the song list, and when I found that one, I was like, this is perfect. Just welcoming in some more friends. Welcome in for Anthony and Carlos. Gigios, good to see you. Very busy last week, so I hope it's at least busy with some good stuff. Thank you for the bits, Jove. Thank you. So doing that song makes me want to do another piece I don't do too often. It's really simple. It's very pretty. It's the stables from Breath of the Wild. So this needs to be a 3/4 template. Here we go. Can't go wrong with the Skyrim S tier soundtrack. I need to go through and find some other pieces from it. I also want to learn more from The Witcher. Because right now I have the Wolven song and Toss a Coin, but I know there's more that I want to learn. Sometimes it's hard with things set in like medieval times because a lot of it isn't tuned to 440. What that means for people who don't know what I'm talking about is 440 is a frequency, and it's the most accepted current day frequency that people will tune and therefore be in tune. Like if I play an A at 440 on the piano, it should match an A at 440 on the violin. For Hendry, thank you. I really appreciate that. Ooh, we got some Breath of the Wild now. Let's see. I might need to remind myself how to play this guitar line. For Amebi, thank you for a $5 dono. Thank you for your new computer. Thank you. Yes, I am currently streaming on a laptop, refurbished 2018 model, and it's been asking me to retire, and with your guys' help, I'm getting a desktop to stream from instead of the laptop, which has been struggling for a little while now. Amebi, please let me know if I can play something for you from my song list to say thank you. I would absolutely love to. Here we go. So I am just reminding myself how to play this real fast because it's been a bit and it's very specific. Let's see. I wrote it so tiny. C major, got it. For Little Umbrellas, is it okay if I do the song first and then play Tamlin and Mason's Apron for you? This loop's pretty short, so it doesn't take me too long. Of course, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. So this song's really simple. It's from Breath of the Wild, and after listening to it, I realized the only instruments in it were a tambourine, a penny whistle, and a guitar. And I was like, hey, I have those things. So here's a little loop. Dun 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 dun. Ba-dum, bum, bum. That should be a good tempo. My pedals are set. Great. So let's start with the tambo. Oh, that's kind of loud. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, ready? First try. This time. Hey, Tay. I'm sure you recognize this. I think a lot of you guys are already familiar with Tails. Well, in chat, you'll see this is Tails. But Tails is one of the bands I play with here in Nashville. And they're my wonderful, sweet, beautiful friends. And we make wonderful, awesome party, dance, happy music. We go on tour a fair amount too. So if you follow our page, you should be able to see if maybe you can catch us perform live sometime. I was really excited to add that one to the list because I bought these penny whistles a while ago because I've been learning Celtic fiddle, but I didn't get a chance to play them a whole lot. And then when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I was like, this is my chance. The opportunity has presented itself. I saw we have a priority request for a Mebi for Chim Chim Cheree. More than happy to do that for you. But first, we are going to do, speaking of Celtic music, some Celtic tunes for Little Umbrellas. Thank you again, Little Umbrellas, for the resub and the kind words. So we are going to do Tamlin and Mason's Apron, followed by Chim Chim Cheree. I think what I'd like to do with this one is make a really simple percussion track to play along with. I liked how the Skyrim loop came together when I did the little tambo on my lap, so I thought maybe I'd do that. For Blues Whitework, it's good to see you again. So each of the penny whistles plays in a particular key, and they'll either have a sticker directly on it or just on the box that it comes with, or the maker will just tell you. So this is in the key of C, and this is in the key of D. But if you, for example, when I did the Duran Duran cover, that piece was in, oh, come on, girl, you can do this, B minor. So I had to do some chromatics on the penny whistle, which is possible. But the way you do it is you have to cover the whole halfway. So it's not going to sound pretty. I'll do my best to show you what that would sound like a half step. Here we go. What's wrong with me? Okay, I need to give it a full breath of air. I'm so sorry, everybody. Why is it going up an octave? That's the half step. That sounded so bad, everybody. I apologize. If you overblow, it goes up the octave, and if you blow softly, it should stay in the lower, but it kept going up an octave because I wasn't doing it right. Can you whistle? Are you one of those people? I can't whistle. Mine just comes out really airy. That's the best I got. I'm no Andrew Bird. Can't do it. Let's see. I want to do Tamlin. I'm tapping a tempo. I'm not just losing my mind. All right. I'm just going to make a little percussion track to play along with. Next time, I'll make one of my foot pedals the stop motion so I can stop right on cue. Oh, that was so fun! And I managed to do that at like 115 BPM, which is pretty good. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And we had a brand new sub. Thank you so much to Morgan. I really, really appreciate that. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you from my song list to say thank you. For Joe for the bits, thank you as well. And we had some follows. Sergi, one is in a language I cannot read, but I really appreciate you. Lala Blue and R Tidum, thank you very, very much. I have been talking to you guys about how I've been taking classical violin lessons, but on my own time, I've also been learning old time fiddle and Celtic and bluegrass. I'm still very much in the beginning stages, but I've been really, really enjoying it. And it's just one of my goals as a violinist and a musician to try and learn as many different genres as I can and to push myself. Oh my goodness, Morgans! Thank you so much for 5 gifted subs and being a brand new sub yourself. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Really, thank you. Stuff like that helps me remain a full-time musician at this point, which is my ultimate dream, so I can spend my days learning bluegrass and Celtic fiddle and classical and everything I can get my hands on. So thank you very, very much. And again, please let me know if there's something I can play for you. I think for all of the fiddle tunes for this point forward, I'm going to do a little percussion track with the tambourine like that. I thought that added a lot. It was fun. And it helps me play more in time. Thank you for being you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy. I love that today I've already gotten to play, a beautiful modern pop ballad and sing for you with the piano. And then I got to play the Stables theme from Breath of the Wild Zelda. And then I got to do a Skyrim tavern loop and then fiddle. It's so fun to just be able to play all these things that I really care about and for people that I care about too. So thank you. Next up on our song list, I have a priority request for Chim Chim Tree for Amebi. So I'm going to do that one next. But before I jump into that, I'm going to take a quick break just to use the restroom and drink some water. I just need a couple minutes. But when I come back, we're going to jump back in for that loop. I also spent this morning programming drums for 2 of the loops for my more like filled out dancey ones. And I'm really excited to try them out. One is for... Actually, I won't tell you. You'll see it. I'll do those today, too. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, you guys. Thank you. see. Night for Hendry. I hope you have a good evening. Ice Bites, thank you. Quick sub during the break. No one know. Oh, I mean, what? Never. Don't. Nothing happened. Jim Dree is next. Let's see. It's over here. So this is one I'm gonna do from scratch. Let me get a template up. There we go. Thanks for the great play, nice violin, Lady Joe. Thank you. So your cat song? It does. I feel like I could probably make kimchi in there. Kimchi. I might experiment with dropping a violin down an octave. I haven't tried that before. That might be cool. Squeak. Let's see what tempo I put in here. I think I want to try it a bit slower. Slower. Okay. Let's loop. 1, 2, 3. I could do better start than that. Night, Uriel. Oopsie. Thank you for Most Asepo for the brand new sub. Thank you. Let me know if I can play something for you. Accordion. Jiminy, chim Jiminy, chim chim chim. A sweet is as lucky can be. Chim Jiminy, chim Jiminy, chim chim chim. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you might think a sweep song bottommost rung. Though I spend me times in the ashes and smoke, in this so wide world there's no lucky afloat. Up where the smoke is on billow curve, between pavement and stars is a chimney sweep's world, where there's hardly no day, hardly no night. There's things half in shadow and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London, who would say? Chim Jiminy, chim Jiminy, chim chim chim. When you're with the sweet dog, good company. Nowhere is there more happy crew than them what sings chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim Jiminy, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim Jiminy, chim Jiminy, chim chim chiree. When you're with the sweet dog, good company. Nowhere is there more happy crew than them what sing chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim Jiminy, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim Jiminy, chim Jiminy, chim chim chiree. When you're with the sweet yard, good company. Nowhere is there more happy crew than them what sing chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim Jiminy, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. That is totally the right tempo for that song. I've tried a bunch of different speeds to play that one. Yes, the original is super fast. It's like chim Jiminy, dun 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 dun. But I was like, man, if I do it with a lower voice, I feel like I should try and like jazz it up a bit. So I'm saving this with the new tempo in mind. Hooray! That made me really happy. That was fun. Well, since we've done some loops, how about I do some video game tracks and then I will show you the loops that I worked on where I programmed drums for them. Yeah, like I kept getting stuck tripwire between it being too fast and then making it too slow. It's one of those songs that it felt fast when I was doing the guitar part, but then when I'd sing on it, I was like, this is too slow. So it's 172. That's the sweet spot. 172. Let's see. Janie, welcome. It's good to see you. Damascus Road, welcome in. I'm more than happy to help with the laundry. I need to also do my laundry today. That will be my nighttime wind down, I suppose. For Blue Zoidberg, I actually learned a song for Professor Layton. I remember it was really hard though, so I'm worried that like it might be too hard for me to just sight read. Well, since it's in 3/4, I think 3/4 and 6/8 can have much higher tempos than 4/4. You know, like with a waltz, you go side to side with it, so it almost feels like the full measure is one click. Yeah. Where is that Professor Layton song? I know I learned it. Let me put on some music while I try and find it. Oh, here it is. It does look hard. This might sound like trash, but I want to try it and just test myself. For Mosa Seppo, for thank you again for the brand new sub. And in case you didn't hear me say before, that does give you a priority request, which means I'll play you anything from my song list that you might want to hear. So please let me know, or Ahmad, if there's something you want to hear on the list. Okay, I'm nervous to try this. I've gotten better at the violin since the last time I've done it, but I don't know if I've gotten that much better. Professor Layton has such a good soundtrack featuring usually accordion and the violin. They're like really advanced. They almost sound like European jazz pieces. So I'm gonna do my best. Okay. When does it come in? It's probably too hard. I'll try one more because I just want to see if I got it. Hey, Dana. I'm gonna have to practice this one to get it back up to speed. Yes, it's worth getting back under my fingers, but it's admittedly pretty hard for me to sight read right now. But we'll have that to look forward to in the future, at least. That sassy piece kind of makes me want to do one of my old favorites from Bravely Default, The Fascinating Flower Country. Thanks, Ted. I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I couldn't handle that song, but I haven't played it for like a year. Yes, Daniel, I wheeled this guy back in. I almost always have this chair here, but when I teach my students on Wednesdays, one of them comes here in person and I move this chair out and put another one in that doesn't have arms on it. For music, you don't really want a seat that has arms on it as it gets in the way of your playing. Okay. The Fascinating Flower Country. I love this one. It's so fun. It's very, very dancey. Squishered, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. How was stream today? I was just playing through a song from Bravely Default. This was one of the first ones I added to the song list because I was playing this game when I started my Twitch channel. I want to play through it one more time. It's so fun. Welcome for Jerkola. And Willow, welcome. For Squishered, if there's something I can play for you to say thank you for the raid, please let me know, or one of the mods. Doing that song makes me feel like it might be a good transition to show you one of the songs that I programmed drums to today. I've been learning a lot about these drum pads. They're touch sensitive over here, and exploring Ableton and building drum racks from scratch. And I've been really having a brand new appreciation towards percussion and drumming. I've always, admired drummers, but I just don't know a lot about drumming. For instance, like with violin, I know how like certain melodies and chords sound, so it was easier for me to understand piano and guitar. But I'm not much of a percussion person in regards of me being able to do it. So I've been listening to a lot of tracks and slowly learning every part that I hear. So I figure out what the kick drum's doing, and then the snare, and then the hi-hat, cymbals, toms, and trying to emulate the track based on what I'm hearing. So with this one, I'm playing for you. These are all the drums that I did this morning. This is what the original cover does. I might change it, but we'll see. I'll show you what I have, and we're going to start building on top of it. The song's really fun. It is... Well, I guess I'll just play it and see if anyone can guess it. Oh yeah, let me do Kafka's theme first, and then we'll dive into this. Yes, Kafka's theme also fits like the kind of playful, fun tunes that we've been doing. Kafka's theme. This is the one I've dubbed the OG Frank song. I feel like this has like a lot of Frank vibes to it. One, two. So good. You know, I really love a song when I don't mind the fact it's in D flat major, which is not a fun key. But it's a really fun one. You can't help but enjoy it. If I could now's, I would have done it. Chuckles, welcome. Thank you again, Squishard, for the raid. I also never realized that with raids, they title whoever did the raid as raid boss. So I feel like you picking Kefka's theme makes that like very epic. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a singing loop. Let me just double check priority requests, make sure I'm on top of everything. Looks like we're good. All right. So I was saying how I've been learning how to make drum racks in Ableton and program drums. So this morning I tried to get 2 done. I haven't gotten the chance to play through with me looping on top of it yet, so we're gonna find out together if it's gonna sound good, and I hope it does. For Tony, thank you for the follow. Now let's see. I'm gonna turn everything down just in case it's loud. And I need to remember, so the first, I can do this. Okay, so it's... I think I got it. So let's see if you recognize the song that I added drums to. I'll show you what we originally had. Let's add kick. Let's add hi-hat. Let's add splash and snare. Okay. So let's track bass first. I screwed up. I'm so nervous. Okay, I can do it. love A. They made up their minds and they started packing and left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up the wine, then they started talking. They now have more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy if they're today. The children woke up, then they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy there today. Solo. All right. So, first time doing it with the drums the programming for. I think it works. With this one, I can't tell if I should make something that strays away from the track, or this is the drums that I heard pretty spot on for most of it. I'm not quite sure. I also wanted to add piano at some point to it. Like I'm practicing right now to get to a point where I'd be comfortable enough singing and playing at the same time, and just do something like a. No, I'd have to do it. Oh my god, what if I did like a smoky bar jazz version of that song? They made up their minds. They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer second. That's something to think about, actually. It'd be kind of fun to do it
different.
Yes, I think I could still keep the cat the door. Yes. Yeah, I think I might mess around with that and try and make like a smoky jazz room version of that song. Yes, I like it, but it wasn't sitting as well as I wanted it to. Oh, the feedback's really nice to see. Thank you, guys. It feels good to know that I might be heading in the right direction, you know? I feel like as I've been building this stream over the course of the past few years, whenever you try something different, there's a moment of like, oh, but what if everybody hates it? And of course, like, if that was the case, then I can just not do it or whatever. But, you know, whenever you try to do something that might be a bit different than how you've done it before, it can be a little nerve-wracking. Yes, of course, at the end of the day, I want you guys to enjoy the stuff I do here. Well, I still learned a lot from making the drums for that, so even if I change it, I'm happy that I put the time aside to try that. I think this next one I'm going to do for you does get some good support by adding the program drums in. Miles, how are you? It's good to see you. Have you been doing the Avenue Q stuff? I saw a picture from like a while ago. For Django Reinhardt, yes, and Stefan Grappelli. I would love to get to a point where I can... Yes, I did say Avenue Q. Oh, yeah. Too bad I can't put that stuff on my song list with my PG rules. That would be a bad idea. That would be not the best plan of action. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a bit of a frustration I'm trying not to think about. I told you guys how I'm flying. I'm going on a mini vacation next week to Boston to see my family, and then I booked 2 days in the city at an Airbnb to just be back in my favorite city and hang out. And my flight, I got an email last night saying that it was pushed to the previous day, but I only booked the Airbnb for Thursday and Friday. But now my flight's changed to Wednesday evening, and I'm getting into the city at 11:30 at night. So I'm like, oh God, what am I? I've sent out my feelers, and I'm hopeful I'll figure it out. I'm not hopeful, I'll figure it out. It will be fixed. But damn, JetBlue. Yeah, I'm calling you out by name, JetBlue. Why you do me dirty like that? Ledrin, thank you for a resub for 4 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That does give you a priority request if that's something that you'd like. Just let me know. Okay. Do I want to start with bass or piano? Let's start with bass. So this is a song that I also programmed drums for this morning, and I'm really excited to show you. For Zen Daily, thank goodness. I was waiting. Welcome for Zen. I hope you're doing well. For anyone who's new, hi, my name's Joe. I play over video game soundtracks, and I also make loops of covers, instrumentals, and originals. I just play lots of things that make me happy. Okay. So I've played the song a lot, so I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to see how fast you guys can figure out which one it is. Feed me pineapples, yo! Scotty, what's up? Oh, Scotty, you're about to be so happy. You came in at the perfect time. Feed me pineapples, thank you for a resub for 16 months. Please let me know if I can play you priority requests. Here we go. Here we go with the kick. Some hi-hat. Snare. And some toms. Oh, I remember. I forgot what I was doing. I sing this? I'm gonna have to move you when I play the violin, okay? This is hard with a cat on my lap. Here we go, friends. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. Take a jumbo across the water, I'd see America. See the girls in California. I'm hoping it's gonna come true. Well, there's not a lot I can do. Ooh, yeah. Could we have kippers for breakfast? Mommy D and Mommy D. They gotta have them in Texas, 'cause everyone's a millionaire. I'm a winner, I'm a sinner. Would you like my autograph? I'm a loser, what a joker. I'm playing my jokes upon you. Well, there's not a lot I can do. Ooh, yeah. Alright, Kimchi, I need to play violin solo now. Okay, now. Sitting there, not attacking cables. Knock on wood. Good boy, honey. Good Kimchi. Okay. Don't look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. What's a lot? Not a lot. Take a jumbo across the water. Let's see America. See the girls in California. I'm hoping it's gonna come true. Well, there's not a lot I can do. Ooh, yeah. Kimchi, good boy! I'm so proud of you, honey. No. Oh my god, he just went for it so hard. No! Bad! No. You were being so good, and then I gave you attention, and you freaked out and bit the cable as hard as you could. Come on, buddy. I want to let you stay in here, but you can't chew cables, my sweet. Oh, I see. Kimchi. Oh my god. Paige Jazzin and Noki. You guys, thank you. Oh my gosh. Paige Jazzin for $100 dono. Been a while since I've been able to comment, but I still love having your stream on the speakers in the truck. Thank you so much, Paige Jazzin. Noki, for $25. Joe, you're amazing. You do know that, right? I'm so close to being able to buy a new compooper. Kimchi, that means more cables for you. I'm sorry, I'm manhandling you. You didn't like that. I definitely realized what made him come. Don't bite that. Come up here. People are cutting the lawn outside, so I think he was like, "Burr." Unfortunately, I cannot stream with you on my lap. Oh, are you doing big purpurs? Yeah. That's a happy boy. Sorry about the squeaky arm. It's mostly plastic, so I can't do that squeak stuff on it. Can I just move your fingers on here like you're DJing? That was some good purrs, buddy. But I still got to stream, okay? So I'm going to put you on the bed back there. Please don't attack my hair. That's not very polite. That's not a good boy thing to do. Don't bite me either, please. Kimchi at this point is 8 months old, so we are in our full-on kitten excited phase. But other than being a little aggressive with playtime, he's really been a really good boy. He's been such good company, and he keeps sleeping with his head on the pillow next to me, which is so cute, but he'll keep nuzzling me and pushing me until my head is off the pillow entirely. And when I wake up, he's just with his little head perfectly placed dead center in the pillow. And I'm like, hey, no. I have 2 pillows on the bed, baby. You could use the other one. I don't know why you need to push me off my pillow. Crazy man. You feel bumpy. Do you have poop? Do you have a poop butt? Okay, he's poop free. I was scared that there was a dingleberry situation. Good job. No dingleberries today. Please don't bite that. All right, I'm going to put this little guy in the bed, and I actually need another quick break. My girl likes to lay on the edge of the bed with her front paws on my chest, neck, and head. She also forgets that she can't roll to her right without falling off. You definitely know your spot, right? Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and just refill up my water and try and get this one to settle in the bed there. I apologize about the noise outside. It's just people doing the lawn. But it shouldn't last that long. All right, y'all. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you again so much for PJ Jazzin piece. Oh my gosh. Please let me know if there's something I can play for you to say thank you for an incredibly generous donation. And Noki, let me know if there's something I can play for you as well. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you, everybody. Oh, okay, buddy. Let's go. Kimchi. Okay, I am back. We're gonna try and let Kimchi stay. Right now he's sitting at my feet. I went to go use the bathroom, and when I swung the door shut, I heard boom, and I saw Kimchi's paw literally like not let it close, and he just ran to my feet, and I'm like, buddy, little privacy. So I just got Ableton with my interface. I'm trying to record guitar. Any recommendations? I never used it before. So I think what's most important with Ableton is getting used to, if you look at the top left corner of the screen, there's a bunch of icons, and on the last one it says bar with a number. That's your cue. So when you click it, it will start 1 bar, or if you do 2, it's going to be 2. When you start to layer things on top of each other, you got to get used to pressing everything to be ready to cue into its entrance 1 measure prior, if that makes sense. Otherwise, I hate saying it, but I feel like the best way to become comfortable with Ableton is just using it a lot and experimenting with it. Ableton made me cry for the first few months trying to use it on stream, because it's a wonderful program, with 100 different options, but it has 100 different options. So it's a bit overwhelming at first. I promise you'll get the hang of it. No, hey! I gotta put him out. He went for the most important cable. Come here, bub. Come here. Kimchi says bye-bye. You can't do that, baby. Trust me, I wish I could keep him in here. I love that little guy. But he keeps trying to pull the cables out that plug in the camera. So that's pretty important. For J. Crawl, of course, I'm always happy to answer questions that people might have about Ableton and music in general. It brings me so much joy using it, so if I can give that to other people, then that will make me very happy. For Butley, what's up? Yes, the ejected. It happens quite a bit, unfortunately. Hey, Jem. Here's to a full year of subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, that gives you a priority request. So if there's anything I can play for you, please let me know. So I showed you guys the 2 tracks that I programmed drums for. I really like the Breakfast in America one. That feels like it helped a lot. So I feel like that one is a good improvement. How about we do some happy video game music tracks and go from there. For Cardi, this track is called The Horizon Endless Plains, and it's from Bravely Default 2. I made this song into a loop that I play sometimes here on stream, but it's a really pretty song. Miles! Hey, 9 months, that's Twitch, baby. Congratulations. Beautiful bundle of joy. Thank you, Miles, for a resub. That also gives you priority requests, so let me know if there's something I can play for you. Babby! Yeah, take your time, no rush. Let's see. Let's do the classic. Let's just do a Pokemon gym theme. A little Pokemon moment. Sounds like they're done doing the lawn outside, or at least they're away from the house. Ready? Pokemon. Rewind it. Butley Poopington. My darling. Thank you for 5 gifted subs, Butley. And username is secret for the gifted sub. Omega for the follow. Thank you guys very, very much. And this hype train. I'm going to keep the excitement up. And let's do National Park from Pokemon Gold. This one's really, really fun. I play along to a remixer's version by the name of Mew More. They have an amazing YouTube channel jam-packed with awesome remixes, including this one. And this song just makes me really happy. And I hope it might do the same for you. Oh, I gotta pause this. Okay, let's do it. Yay, Miles! That's such a good choice. I'll do that one next. For Daniel, I can see that in you. I see you having a Psyduck in your team. I mean that in like the best possible way. Endearing, funny, super powerful. It's a good match. I always really liked Slowbro. I think he's cute. And I've told you guys this before, it's so dumb, but when I was younger, playing through Pokemon Yellow, that was one I had. Miles, thank you for Dono. That was very specific. Oh, and it made such a specifically beautiful number. I'm so close to being able to get that computer. Thank you guys so much. A major thank you for PJ Jasmine for the $100 dono today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I gotta finish my story. So when I was playing through Pokemon Yellow, I had an Eevee on my team. And of course, you know, they give you the choice to evolve it into one of the original 3 evolutions. But I liked Eevee the best. So instead of evolving it, I went all the way through the end of the game to fight Mewtwo with my level 90 Eevee. And I'd try to like give it really good fighting moves like the TMs, but still it like never really got that good. But I didn't want to say goodbye to Eevee. I loved Eevee. I do think Vaporeon is my favorite out of the original 3. I think Leafeon's really cool for the more modern ones. And what's the psychic one? The pink one? I did have a Ninetales, yeah. I had Ninetales and I had Sea. What does Seal evolve into? Or Seal the... What does Seal evolve into? Does it begin with a D? Dugong! Yeah, and I had Dugong. I liked having Ninetales and Dugong because I felt like they like complemented each other. Yo, another big old dono! You guys, thank you! Oh, an owl! Oh my god! That is a beautiful number! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My word. Oh my gosh. Owl, thank you very much. You guys, I am so excited. I'm gonna have a fully functioning streaming computer. Thank you. For the donos, all of you guys, please let me know if there's something I can play for you. I have seen some priority requests being put in, so let me focus and get those done. But again, just thank you very much. For initial, I don't know if I get it. And Al for a resub on top of that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next up for Miles, we have my favorite Sonic song from Sonic Adventure, Windy Hill, but it's my favorite Sonic song out of like all of them. This was an example. Let me know if you guys experienced this when you were younger. I think a lot of you have. Or even now, you don't have to be younger for this. When you play a game and a song comes on that you really like in the game, so then you don't move on from that certain part for a while, or you'll just like leave it running and do some other stuff so you can keep listening to it. Because this was one of those for me. I loved it. On my Dreamcast, I was playing Sonic Adventure, and when I got to this level, I just fell in love with it. So it's pretty surreal that now, you know, 15 years later, how long I'm playing it on stream with people watching. It's pretty incredible. I'm very, very grateful, you guys. You've given me a dream come true. Yeah, that one's from Sonic Adventure. It's my favorite song from Sonic Adventure. I think it's really pretty. For Evelina, welcome. And Omega. Well, Omega, I think you followed a while ago, actually, but still welcome. On that note, I'm going to do a Joe pick really fast because there's a second song I learned from Sonic Adventure. It was one where I didn't know if it was going to work well with the violin, but I really liked it. So I just did it anyway. I haven't done it for a bit, so hopefully I'll do okay. And then I will be doing Cozy Leisure Time for Butley, Overworld from Link's Awakening for username Secret, and then Poke Village for Gem. Thank you guys again so much. It's fun. I feel like if I like add effect to the violin, that might sound a little bit cooler. All right. Butley asked for a piece that I learned not only because I thought it was a very pretty song, but mostly because of the name of it. And the name of it is Cozy Leisure Time. And I was like, oh, that sounds delightful. I would like more of that. Yes, I am for Al. I've wondered if the thing is with the Sega Genesis stuff is since it's older, I worry about how the violin blends on it, but I do want to make a loop of Green Hill Zone at some point. And in case you missed it, I actually did, believe it or not, a Sega Genesis cover with my friends Fire Kid. They're an amazing duo. I'll put the link to it in chat. One of the mods might beat me to it. We did a chemical plant zone. Ooh, can I beat the mods? I don't think I'm gonna beat them. Oh, Cathador destroyed me. But yeah, I'm really proud of that one. And they're amazing. So on top of checking out the track, check out Fire Kid. They're such nice, wonderful people. And they're my next target I'm thinking about for doing a collab. I want to do a collab with Fire Kid. They stream on Twitch under the name Mary Hill. But I'm going to try and make that happen at some point soon. Okay. Cozy Leisure Time for Butley. Poopington. am intending on learning more music from Genshin Impact for future streams. I got lots of things I'm planning on adding to the song list. I'm really excited. All right, we are getting into some hype here. We're gonna do Overworld from Link's Awakening. When I played through the newer version of Link's Awakening on the Switch, I obviously could hear that a lot of the soundtrack was done by a string quartet. And I was like, well, I need to learn these. So I listened to it and wrote out what I thought was Violin 1. I remember this being a lot faster than I remembered it being, so I gotta focus. For RX, dude, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. Bum, bum. Oh, Doc, what's up? My chat just scrolled up really fast and it just happened to land right on you. Yeah, of course, Miles. Thank you for the dono and the resub. Happy Twitch, baby. For Molten Kevlar, I'm doing very well. How about yourself? I have some stresses that I need to figure out. I was planning on going on a mini vacation next week, and I got an email telling me my flight has been pushed to a day earlier. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep that night, but we're going to figure it out. There's an answer somewhere. But other than that, things are good. Okay, this is fast. That's not right. I remember the soundtrack has like a couple tracks called over. This is it. Okay, Overworld. Let's do it. Well, this theme is technically called Termina Field, and they reference it in almost all the Zelda games like a little bit. I feel like most of them you'll hear some sort of Zelda's Lullaby and some form of Termina Field. And like either the Hyrule theme or Ganondorf's theme. I remember when I wrote out the music to that one, I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy as I've already played Termina Field. But it was just so much faster than I thought it was going to be when I started moving my bow. I was like, whoa, geez, cool down there. But the entire soundtrack for Link's Awakening, at least for the renewed version that was released on the Switch, features a string quartet for most of it. So I highly recommend. I'll play actually another one from this, from that soundtrack after I do one for Gem to thank them for their reset. So I'll put this here. And then I need this binder. I'm so embarrassed to say, Initial Dat, that I don't even know what strings I use. I really trust the violin shop that I go to for maintenance. And I'm always like, I'll just do what you guys suggest. And they just put them on. They're like, okay. I promise I'll ask. I'll ask next time. I'm such a fool. I'm a buffoon. Oh, there you go. What am I looking for? Poke Village. This one's very, very peaceful. For Stritterific, thank you for the follow. For this one, I usually add a little harmony line the second time I play through it. This was one that some pieces I'll write out the music for, and I'm like, this will be pretty. But then I actually play it, and I realize how much more I like it once I actually play along to it. This was one of those. The track just made me so happy. It was so cozy and nice. Wear it like a badge of honor, Daniel. I do. such a pretty home theme. I said I was gonna do another song from Link's Awakening, so that must be Mabe Village. Ow. Oh, the requests are still open. I just do priority requests, so what that means is that I just ask that you do anything to help me remain a full-time musician, and then I'll play anything that you want from my song list. So if you donate or give bits, sub or gift a sub, then I'll play anything from the song list for you. I do ask for a 500 bit minimum, or $5. So Mabe Village. I've done this one as a loop before, but I also really like the track. I think it's really cozy and happy. I kind of want to play along to the track for today. So cute. Santo, thank you very much for the dono. Thank you. Rose of May from Final Fantasy IX. You got it. Final Fantasy IX was my first Final Fantasy that I played through, so it has a very special place in my heart. And that soundtrack as a whole, I love the Final Fantasy IX soundtrack. Thank you again for the dono. I did 9 first, and then 8, and then 7. Well, I've never finished 7. Oh my gosh. Please don't hate me. I promise I will. I started it. I said please don't kill me, Daniel. I have it. It's all hooked up in my room with my PS2, but I just haven't had the time to do it. Oh, come on. Come on. Rose of May. specific version of it. Where'd it go? Blah. I hate how YouTube sometimes changes the order of how things are searched. I think this is it. No, that's not it. Oh, so frustrating. Sorry. I'll find it, I promise. This is so weird. They like stripped it from the internet. Here we go. Okay. That was embarrassing. In my music, I don't like what I wrote out for the end, so I try to just like do something different, and I chose the wrong thing. Violin is one of my 3 favorite instruments, and Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorite games in my early life, so this really touched me. Thank you. Thank you so much for the dono and helping me pursue my dream of being a full-time musician. Thank you. I would like to do some more Final Fantasy IX. I want to do Vivi's theme. I love Vivi's theme. It's so cute. Do you know the name of that song by any chance? Oh, you just said it. I'm so dumb. Hunter's Chance? I want to listen to it for a second. Because I'm always looking for more video game music to learn. And I've taken on some challenges. Like that Shadow of the Colossus song, which I still can't play that well. That one is so freaking hard. Oh, I remember this. There's like a flute. I could have this learned by Thursday. Easy. Easy. Dun, 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 dun. I'm actually quite confident. If you come back Thursday, I will have that song learned. I totally can do that. And based on what I'm hearing, I like it, so I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah, Santo, you come in on Thursday. I will play you that song. I'm going to be live on Thursday at 3 p.m. and Friday at 10 a.m. And if you can't, that's totally fine. Just whenever you come back, I promise you that I'm going to have that learned. Because I think I write out all my music myself. And it used to be one of the jobs I had when I was living up in Boston. And I really love transcribing music. It's one of my favorite things. I find it to be really relaxing. Well, I have different time zones. I stream Friday at 10 a.m. and then 3 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, no pressure. I'm just saying I'm going to learn it. And if you ever have a chance where you can drop by and you want to check in and see if I actually did it, I promise you I'll have done it. I love doing things. Well, we have been going now over 3 hours, and I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I want to make sure I do some of my violin practice stuff that I need to do for my lessons. So I'm going to call it here for today. But you guys, thank you so much. I am just having the best time streaming, and I don't take this opportunity and this gift that you guys have given me for granted, really. Just thank you so very much. And next week, like I said, I'm going to go on a little mini vacation. So I'm only going to stream next week, Monday and Tuesday. And tomorrow I don't stream, but I'm going to try and do some prep to... Well, I'll have that song learned by tomorrow. That will be fun. Thank you, Santo, for that dono. Thank you. And the kind words. Let's take a look and see who is online and who we might want to be raiding. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. There are so many people on. Who shall I pick? I would like to raid. Let's raid Alana. We love Alana, the best French horn player in the whole world. Alana B. Dootin. Thank you again, everybody. I'm really happy. You guys put me in a really good place today. So thank you so much. I'll be live again on Thursday and on Friday. Thank you very much. Have fun with Alana. She's awesome. Thank you, Zeri. Thank you. And kind of old, thank you for the follow.